At precisely 12 noon, Cape Townians are alerted by a loud boom coming from the noon gun on Signal Hill. It all started soon after the second British invasion in 1806. It was vital for navigators to check their chronometers whenever possible. The British authorities then instituted the practice of firing a time gun daily from the Imhoff battery situated near the castle. The Royal Observatory, constructed in 1820, finally provided shipping with the accurate time signals they required. Precisely at noon, the observatory would signal the battery by dropping a time ball. This would be the cue for the Imhoff battery to fire one of its guns. And as soon as the navigators aboard the ships anchored in Table Bay saw the puff of smoke from the 18-pounders, they would set their chronometers. In 1864, the system was improved upon by the introduction of electrical signals from the observatory, which detonated the gun's charge. The method used to this day, but now timed by an atomic clock. The sensor relays the satellite time signal to the room below, which houses the equipment that converts the signal to local time, accurate to within a millionth of a second. Then, via these modems, sends an impulse via telecom line to the gun. The guns we see here today are the actual guns cast by Walker and Company in Rotherham, England, and brought to the Cape in 1795. In the early 19th century, when the gun was positioned in the town, unsuspecting riders would be unceremoniously parted from their horses. This resulted in the guns being moved to their present position. Very few realize what a major role the noon gun plays in today's world. The 2-minute silence, respected and honored throughout the world in memory of those fallen in the Great War, originated in the Cape. In March 1918, the mayor of the Cape conceived the idea of a short pause in order to focus the minds of the population on the events unfolding on the battlefields of Europe and the sacrifice being made. It was decided that this pause would follow the firing of the noon gun. On the 14th of May 1918, the midday pause was observed for the first time. A lone trumpeter played the last post from the balcony of Cartwright's building in Adderley Street. The city came to a complete standstill, and a strange quiet enveloped the streets. Only perhaps a baby's cry or a jingle of a horse's harness may have broken the silence.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
The solemn pause of silence has now been adopted around the world, regardless of race, creed, or culture. The true voice of Cape Town's noon gun has made itself heard.